Bryan is somebody who stood out to me from the beginning. When he got out of the limo and spoke to me in Spanish, I was already smitten.
Spoiler alert, Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay has chosen the one.
And the happy couple is sitting down for this week's People cover story to talk about life after the show.
Usher's newest legal battle with his insurance company.
Yes, they allege his policy won't cover him because he didn't reveal his STD diagnosis to them or his sexual partners.
I'm fighting like all the millions and millions that I know I'm going to stay alive every day.
Iconic singer Sinead O'Connor says she is suicidal in a distressed Facebook video posted from a New Jersey motel.
We'll tell you what's going on.
Real Housewives star Luann D'Agostino is shaking off her divorce announcement with a trip to Switzerland.
And the 18-year-old daughter of Real Housewife Tamra Judge is unloading on her mother in a lengthy Facebook rant, saying she was no mother to me. We have all the details.
Plus,
I really don't have a relationship with Peggy. I mean, she's weird. And she's like, I totally do not connect with her at all.
Meghan King Edmonds laying out the harsh truth about her relationship with Real Housewives' Orange County newcomer, Peggy.
I know I can treat you better than he can.
and we're celebrating singer-songwriter Shawn Mendes's birthday today on People Now. Happy Tuesday, Facebook Live and People.com. Welcome to People Now. An exciting show for you guys today. A lot to get to for sure, including a complete breakdown of last night's emotional Bachelorette finale in honor of Rachel Lindsay's happily ever after, whichever way. We want to know what you think about her final pick. It is our Facebook question of the day. We're all talking about it, buzzing about it around here. We're going to be breaking it down later in the show. Let us know your comments, what you think of her pick, and we will get to your answers soon. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. The Bachelorette's Rachel Lindsay and her fiancé, Bryan Abasolo, are opening up about their relationship in the new issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday. The couple reveal why their connection is so perfect. Watch.
I'm telling you, it was basically an ascension from night one. It just got better and better.
Will you accept this first impression rose?
Gee, let me think. Of course.
Okay, don't take too long.
No, absolutely 100% yes.
Okay. I wish you would take blush.
At the end, it was not tough for me. Going through it, when I was fighting, you know, like I felt Bryan was perfect for me. He was so, if I had a list, he would check off every single thing on it. And it was just surreal to me that this man was here on my season for me. Like I never thought that somebody like Bryan would be a part of my season. So he was always in the back of my mind, like the one, but I kept fighting it. I kept denying it. Like it was like, no, Rachel, you can't get every single thing that you want. You just can't. But I don't know, like maybe you can.
I guess you can, and we're going to be breaking down everything that happened on the Bachelorette season finale in just a little bit. But Bachelor Nation has already had a lot to say about Rachel's pick on social media. @ShayCoho tweeted, "The romance we got versus romance we deserved," included a picture of Rachel and fiancé Bryan on the left, and Dean cuddling up to Peter on the right. Runner-up Peter was getting a lot of love from fans. Emily XX tweeted this Love Actually gif to convey that Bachelor Nation finds the Wisconsinite completely perfect. Another fan tweeted this gif of Peter from when he said, "I'm not the biggest fan of Bryan," and captioned it, "This is everyone right now." A lot of people also approved of Rachel's pick. @Des Hartstock tweeted, "Rachel found the firm foundation love needs in Bryan, and so I'm happy for you guys. Congrats, Rachel Lindsay." Former Bachelorette Ali Fedotowsky-Mano tweeted, "I can really feel the love between Rachel and Bryan." And coming up, we've got even more from those lovebirds, Rachel and Bryan. We're feeling the love too. We're recapping all the drama from the Bachelorette finale, so stick around for that. Guys, Real Housewives star Tamra Judge is getting slammed by her daughter Sydney in a lengthy Facebook post. It sure did look like things were getting better between the two of them when Tamra appeared right here on People Now just last month. Watch this.
You've been very open on the show about a rough patch you went through with your daughter, Sydney.
Yeah.
Recently posted a picture with her graduation.
Yeah.
How is your relationship with her going now?
You know, we're working towards it. Like her whole family really was broken up. You know, it was my son's with me, my daughters, and then my daughter that's here today, she's back and forth. So it's been a really rough time, and divorce does horrible things to families.
Well, that was then, this is now. It doesn't look like Sydney wants anything to do with her mom, saying the reasons I left my mother's house are that she was neglectful, leaving us at home with no food, or simply ignoring us entirely. She constantly put herself first, and the biggest reason was that she was mentally and emotionally abusive. She was no mother to me. Sydney went on to talk about the time that her mom posted photos from her daughter's high school graduation, revealing it was her dad who pushed her to extend an invite to Tamra, saying he forced me to let her come to my graduation because it was a milestone. When I told my mother that she could come, I gave her a few conditions. All I asked was that she remains cordial with my father and my stepmom and to not post anything about my graduation anywhere. But I guess Tamra did not listen. Sydney says, not even 2 weeks after I graduated, she posted a photo of me and shared it with her 1 million followers, knowing that it would get picked up by the press. The one thing I asked and have been asking for 4 years now has been to not talk about me because I don't want to be in the spotlight. But again, breaking her promises as per usual, she puts herself, her fame, her reputation, and her bank account before me. If she really wanted a relationship, she would keep her promises and recognize that it is no one else's fault but hers that I do not want her in my life. Wow. Tamra commented a number of times on her daughter's Facebook post, and her Twitter followers tweeted about Sydney's message, to which Tamra replied, not surprised, #brainwashed, ask her who paid for her very expensive college. I'm good when it works for her and her dad. We'll keep you posted on that story. Now watch this.
I'm fighting like all the millions and millions that I know I'm going to stay alive every day, which I'm doing because I love the people that are doing this to me. I'm not staying alive for me. For me, if it was me, I'd be gone straight away back to my mom.
Wow, that's Irish singer Sinead O'Connor seemingly calling out for help in a 12-minute video she posted on Facebook Thursday, alleging she was suicidal and urging family to contact her. O'Connor posted the emotional plea from a travel lodge in New Jersey, saying she was living there and that she suffered from 3 mental illnesses. Late Monday night, an update was written on the singer's Facebook from an alleged friend saying they were posting on O'Connor's behalf and that she is safe and not suicidal, going on to say, quote, she is surrounded by love and receiving the best of care. She asked for this to be posted knowing you are concerned for her. I won't respond to any questions, so please understand. I hope this comforts those of you who were concerned. In the video from late last week, O'Connor sobbed while explaining that she had been living alone for 2 years away from her family in Ireland as punishment for being mentally ill, angry, and suicidal. She said she hopes the video would be, quote, somehow helpful to anyone struggling with mental illness and urges people to help others who are sick. She says, quote, if you have a family member that suffers from mental illness, care for them. Tenderness, love, care for them. Visit them in the hospital, don't dump them in the hospital, and bugger off. The singer has previously spoken out about being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, struggling with depression and post-traumatic stress for years. And in May of 2016, O'Connor was reported missing by her son, Jake Reynolds, but was later found safe at a hotel and was taken to the hospital. Of course, we're hoping for the best for her. Stay on people.com as this story continues to develop. Well, Usher is in a new legal battle, this time with his insurance company. The singer, who is being sued by 3 women who allege he failed to warn them of his STD diagnosis, is now being told by his insurance company that the policy he holds with them will not cover him because they allege that he concealed his diagnosis from them as well as his sexual partners. In court documents filed in court on Monday, the insurance company also says Usher never made mention of the fact that he settled a prior lawsuit in 2012 for $1.1 million over the same issue. The company has started defending the singer in a case in Georgia until the judge rules, and they're asking to be reimbursed for any expenses they incur in the meantime. Earlier on Monday, attorney Lisa Bloom filed a lawsuit on behalf of the alleged victims, requesting a trial by jury. One of her clients, who tested negative for the STD, claims Usher never warned her regarding his alleged herpes diagnosis. Bloom is representing 3 of the alleged victims, 2 female and 1 male. According to court filings, 2 female plaintiffs alleged they had vaginal sex with Usher, while the male plaintiff allegedly had oral sex with him. 2 of the accusers are choosing to remain private. During the presser, attorney Bloom went on to say, if Mr. Raymond is in fact a carrier of the virus, as these reports state, my 3 clients allege that he violated their rights by failing to warn them prior to having sexual contact with them. At least one of my clients has tested positive for the virus and alleges that it was Mr. Raymond who transmitted it. News reports can be wrong, and only medical tests can answer the question here. A representative from Usher did not return People's request for a comment. that is a very unexpected story.
Yes.
That continues to sort of get more and more
Yes,
sort of
we'll see.
layered as we go. So,
Definitely.
see what happens.
Yeah, stay tuned. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live here. We wanted to know what you think of Bachelorette Rachel's pick of Bryan. Samantha says some girls just have their eye on the ring and forget about everything else.
Jackie was not a fan. She says, quote, worst season ever.
Oh, wow, it's dramatic. Gwen says, I think she should have chosen Peter, but I like Bryan too. And Zan says, so happy for them. I wish them happiness always.
April says, Peter, Pumpkin Eater is the next Bachelor.
People love Peter.
People do love him. I think he would be a fantastic next Bachelor.
Oh, I think so too, definitely.
And as I was saying, top three, they've all won at that point.
No.
I mean, really, honestly, like they beat out the other guys, and then it was just nitpicking.
Yeah,
all right.
they all win.
Keep the Facebook comments coming in. Let us know what you think of her pick. We'll check in with you again soon. But Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
That is right, Jeremy. Well, we are kicking off Star Treks with some vacation updates from a soon-to-be divorced housewife. Real Housewives of New York star Luann D'Agostino is shaking off her divorce announcement with a relaxing trip to Switzerland. The 52-year-old shared a snapshot from her European vacay on Instagram, captioning the picture, just what the doctor ordered. According to a source, the reality star was spending time with her children before jetting off to Europe for a much-needed family vacation. The trip comes just 1 week after Luann announced her divorce from husband of 7 months, Tom D'Agostino Jr. According to Tom's rep, the former couple has spoken on the phone since announcing their divorce, telling People on Saturday, quote, Tom and Luann spoke this morning and they have been nothing but kind to each other. Well, great to see Luann out and about. And also fellow housewife Megan King Edmonds just stopped by our studios and she says she wasn't at all surprised by Luann's quick-lived marriage. Watch this.
When you put your life on TV, it's gonna put stress and strain on every relationship, whether it's your marriage, your relationship with your children, whatever, your friends, anything. So, am I surprised that a new marriage is ending so soon? Yeah, not really. You know, it sucks, but like, unless you're really strong and you can handle that, it's hard.
You feel that pressure?
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, my husband and I have a great marriage and a strong marriage, despite what others may think from watching the show sometimes. But that's okay that people think that because we feel really good with ourselves. But if we didn't, or if we wavered a little bit, the show's not helping that.
And that's not all Megan had to say. She talked to us about that very awkward moment in last night's episode when new housewife Peggy actually shut her mouth for her. Watch this.
Put your lips like
You know, it was just weird. Who does that? I literally thought she was fixing my lipstick.
Yeah, it is like a moment of like, who does that?
It was
like.
I was like, am I missing something? Like, where are we going from here? I literally was, that was the night I met her. I didn't even know her, and then she did that to me. My reaction was just like I saw on TV. I'm just like, I don't even know what to say. I think watching back, I would have been like, girl, who do you think you are, you know? But
So, how's your relationship with Peggy now?
I really don't have a relationship with Peggy. I mean, she's weird, and she's like, I totally do not connect with her at all, and it's just like, she's difficult to communicate with, so, yeah.
Now, will we see more drama between you and Peggy this season?
Yes, you will.
Other than Lipgate.
Yeah, other than Lipgate, yeah. Peggy is like impossible to understand, and so she, like, I can't understand what she's ever trying to say, and I can't get across my point, so I think that we just have to have a stalemate. Like, every time we butt heads, we're just like part ways, and we're like, what just happened?
Do all the women feel that way about Peggy?
Yes, everybody feels this way about Peggy.
And we have even more Housewives drama coming up. Shannon Bedore gives us her take on Peggy, so stay tuned for that. But first, moving on to this. Shannon Doherty is rocking her post-chemo hair with a sexy new Parisian haircut. The 47-year-old actress showed off her new do on Instagram on Monday afternoon, thanking her stylist for helping her get in touch with her feminine side. The former 90210 star captioned the picture, "After 2 years of either bald or a crew cut, it's nice to feel a bit more like a woman again." Shannon's pixie cut is slightly trimmed down from her previous curly do. The actress shared this sweet photo with her husband in June, captioning the post, "I think my husband and I are morphing into each other. #curlyhair.don't care." Shannon announced back in April that she's in remission from breast cancer. Congrats to Shannon. All right, moving on to this. Rihanna is working it at the Barbados Crop Over Festival. The singer posted a few photos of her insanely glam outfit from the annual event on Monday. And in one of the snaps, it grabbed the attention of her famous ex, Chris Brown, and some people are not too happy about it. Brown commented on the photo with a 2-eye emoji, and in less than an hour, more than 4,000 people had liked his comment. But at the same time, there were plenty of haters telling Chris to back off Riri's Instagram. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Stay with us, guys. Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay and her new fiance are opening up about being in a high-profile interracial relationship. And Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Beador is dishing on her clashes with new housewife Peggy. Stick around.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Meghan King Edmonds isn't the only housewife that seems to be having some beef with the newest housewife, Peggy. So when Shannon Beador stopped by People Now, we asked her about the latest addition to the Housewives cast and if there was any chance of them becoming besties. Watch this.
We're not, but you know, right now in the show, I mean, I reached a point where I felt that I was very close to her, but you'll have to see as the season progresses.
Is there a particular reason you two maybe have conflict coming up?
You know, there were some difficulties as far as communication and understanding where she was coming from, but there's an allegation made later on this season that's completely wrong, and that's my button. Don't tell me that I did or said something or felt a certain way, because I'm the one that knows what I did and what I said.
When I was approached being the Bachelorette, I was hesitant at first because I knew I was going to be the first Black lead for the franchise, and so I knew that all eyes would be on me. I knew that, you know, people would be watching myself in this role for the first time, and there would be people who were positive and people who were negative, and I would feel pressure from certain audiences that would say you had to pick a Black man, and then I would have other audiences that didn't care about that.
Newly engaged Bachelorette couple Rachel Lindsay and Bryan Abasolo are opening up about their interracial relationship. The 37-year-old chiropractor telling People he's so proud of how his fiancée portrayed herself on the show, saying she showed strength, class, and grace, and revealing that the couple don't think twice about race at all when it comes to their relationship. Watch this.
Love is blind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to pick somebody because they look a certain way. You know, like I could have done that without doing the show. Like I really put my all in this because I was trying to find that one for me. I was trying to find my person, like the person who, you know, I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I can't let color, you know,
Dictate.
Yeah, like I can't let color dictate that. I can't be blindsided by the fact that I have to choose this person because they look the same way that I do. Like that's not fair. That's not what love is about. That doesn't define love. It's not my definition of love. My definition of love is sitting right next to me.
We don't even think about it, talk about it. I mean, we're just a man and a woman in love, and we just want to enjoy life, and you know, all the high-profile attention. I mean, you know, I don't mind it.
Like I think we're both strong enough to rise above whatever criticism we may face by being an interracial couple. But between the two of us, like we had those tough questions during the season, so I know that he's capable of handling it, as am I. So like. For us, we're just
and I just think we're two mature adults that, you know, we can handle anything moving forward.
There you go, heard it from them. And speaking of The Bachelorette, we are breaking down all the action from the finale. Watch this.
Rachel Lynn Lindsay, will you be my reina? Forever.
So pretty, yes.
Marry me.
Yes, you're sitting. Okay, that's cute.
In a wind tunnel.
So Rachel gave out her final rose and got engaged on top of a castle on last night's Bachelorette finale.
But there were still a lot of tears before she got to that moment. And here to break down all the drama one last time this season are Brandi Cyrus and season 20 Bachelor cast members Kayla Quinn and Olivia Caridi.
Hello,
everybody.
ladies. All right, let's get right into it. The finale started with Rachel wrapping up her fantasy suite dates before she narrowed the pack from 3 to the final 2. So check out what Erik had to say to Rachel after getting denied a rose.
So I just want to say thank you for being open, allowing me to be open and express amazing things with you, and to confess my love to you. Thank you for allowing me to get what I need. And God willing, I promise you, I know you about to get what you want. And that's my husband. And truth be told, I'll always love you.
Hey, great send-off. I mean, he was really impressive. And let's just say this, Erik's transformation from that moment until he appeared on the live show, the live finale, was very impressive. Bachelor Nation, loving the beard. I love the suit. Olivia, what'd you think of him after last night?
He reminded me of all the times I've been dumped and I cut my hair off and dyed it purple or whatever. Like, he looked so good. His revenge body, beard, everything was great.
And Brandi, what did you think of Erik's journey this season?
You know what? I actually felt like it was almost the redeeming thing about this season, and I don't think it got as much attention as it should have, because in the very beginning, Erik was completely different. I felt like he did a complete 180, and in a way, you know, he got to learn a lot about himself and really mature as a person on this journey. And I literally, as I was thinking about it, as cheesy as it is, it was almost like the same way like my sister kind of grew up on TV in front of everyone, is he, you know, went through that first love and first heartbreak in front of everyone, but I think he changed for the better because of it. So
Yeah.
it was
I love
cool.
that. And Kayla, what about you?
I think whoever dates Erik next is a lucky girl, because he's just matured so much and he's ready. You can feel it.
He is, that's for sure. And that's he even said that. This sort of brought him to that place where he's ready. Now, the most emotional moment of the night, though, came during Rachel and Peter's tearful breakup. Peter wanted to stay together with Rachel, but was not ready to propose. It was all kinds of tears. Watch this.
Okay, woo! All right, well, Brandi, that was a very intense breakup. They ended up kissing goodbye about 10 times. What did you think of that moment?
You know what? I thought it was probably the realest thing I've ever seen on this show, which was really refreshing for both of them to be so vulnerable, because as I'm sure everybody else watching it reminded me of a similar breakup where you're running in circles, right, with each other of why it won't work, but there's something about it that's not working. And as much as there's passion there and attraction and whatever, you know, it's a tough breakup.
Yeah, and Kayla,
Hard to watch.
Rachel says that she knew that Bryan was the one for her even at that moment. But if Peter had been ready to propose, do you think that she would have chosen him?
I think she might have. I think she would have had a harder time, but you become an expert in the show in compartmentalizing. I made it that far, but I do think the lines are blurred. So she probably would have still chosen Bryan.
Yeah.
I know, it's
Yeah,
so hard
because
to
she
say
knew.
that.
Yeah, because she defended him at his hometown and like just knew in that moment, which she didn't have to do with Peter.
But she lost her lashes for him, and that tells me something.
You think she likes Peter more?
I just feel, I mean, that was just like Brandi said, it was so honest and so real. It was just
Yeah.
kind of, and then their frustration in the live part was also very real. So I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, but like you said, but also didn't the eyelashes get a Twitter account?
No, yeah, the eyelashes were the only thing that not to get a Twitter account. So if anyone wants to make it, take it now. You got it.
There you go. Okay, Olivia, during their live interview, last night, Peter admitted that he still had feelings for Rachel, though he also said that he felt attacked by her expressing frustrations, rewatching the whole breakup. What do you think of all this?
I mean, I thought it was really awkward for both sides. I do think she didn't have to jump on him the way that she did in the after the final rose thing, but it was obviously a heated moment, and we all say things that we shouldn't. And I don't think she was trying to attack him. I think he's been kind of judging her new fiance a lot on social media. It's probably annoyed her a lot. and she just wanted to get her last word in.
She got it.
Yeah, well, also after the final rose, Rachel revealed when she says she knew Bryan was the one for her. Watch this.
When I was defending him to my family and I was explaining, and I'm not sure if all of this showed, but when I was explaining why he means so much to me and why he's here, and I told them that he was my best friend, I like shocked myself in that moment. I was like, this is really like the one for me. This is the man for me.
Yeah, so she puts it all the way back to when she first, took him to meet her family. Kayla, what do you think of them as an engaged couple? We got to see them there. They see, I mean, obviously, to see them together, the chemistry is on fire, as always.
Of course. I think they're just really excited. They're in the moment. Like, this is the first time they're out in public, and I've never seen her happier, so I think they're exactly where they're meant to be.
They
which
are
is
very
in
cute
love.
together, yes. Brandy, will these two go the distance?
I believe that love is as much a decision as a feeling, and it seems like Rachel and Bryan are both very committed to each other, very committed to the marriage, only want to do this one time. And so I think if you have that mindset and you love each other, then yeah, I think they'll go all the way.
I like that's an interesting take. It's a decision. Olivia, what do you think?
I think she is so happy. I actually feel really bad for them, how much kind of hate I was seeing on social media, but you can't deny her smile and just her happiness, and that's all we should care about. We don't have to agree with her decision, but she's obviously really happy, and go her. Like, they look great together. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah. And I also feel like it's a testament to her that she was able to get so real and have such a genuine connection with more than one guy at the end of the show there, which makes people passionate. Before we let you guys go, what's your overall grade for Rachel and this season of The Bachelorette? Olivia, you first.
B+.
All right. And that's that. Kayla, what do you think?
I think Rachel was a 10, or she was like an A for me, and I think this season was maybe like a C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandy.
I think Rachel was an A+. I think she was fantastic. And for this season, I would give it an A. I mean, I've only seen a few, so, but I thought it was great. I enjoyed it.
All right. And what do you think, Andrea?
B.
Yeah. Higher marks at the beginning of the season.
But Rachel's wonderful.
Rachel's great.
Wonderful.
Rachel's great.
Higher marks at the beginning of the season.
I think we can all agree Rachel.
I take it back,
is
B-. It was a good season. I think the ending made me sad. I just really liked Peter.
We all agree Rachel's an A+. All right.
And we all agree Peter is the world's most eligible bachelor right now because people love him so much. All right, Brandy, Kayla, Olivia.
Yes, thank you so much for being with us throughout the entire season. Lots of fun. And guys, for much more from Rachel and Bryan, stream People Cover Story Bachelorette Finale, Rachel Lindsay on the People Entertainment Weekly Network, and pick up the latest issue of People on newsstands everywhere Friday.
Cheers, everybody.
Woo!
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
You have a brand new show, Chloe Does It. Fans can request various activities they'd love to see you do. What's been the coolest thing you've gotten to do through the show?
I know we did
like dough in New York.
I did. We went to the dough touristy spots in New York, which was really fun.
I like the zoo.
The zoo was fun. Yeah.
Got to pet an elephant.
I don't know. It's just very relaxed. That's what I love about Chloe Does It. It's fun activities. It's not really a stress, pressure type of thing. It's just things that my supporters, my fans want to see me do, and I do it, and I enjoy it, and it's been really great.
Eating cookie dough in New York City, petting animals at the zoo, sign me up, Chloe. The 16-year-old Dance Mom star launched her very own digital series called Chloe Does It, where fans from all over the world handpick the reality star's next adventure. The 8-part miniseries is our Toyota People Pick of the day. So when Chloe and Mom Christy stopped by the People Now studios, Chloe revealed a dream activity she would love to do for the show. Take a look.
Maybe go to Thailand and like do the Lantern Festival, and can't you?
That's a pretty big Chloe Does It.
Yeah,
that would take it international.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
I think that'd be great.
It is fun. It's a fun show to shoot because it shows kind of like the sweet side of our family.
This will help protect your wrist a little bit better too. So, but don't hit your mom too hard.
I won't.
Her little sister's in it, who's 7. Like I'm in it. We teach you how to drive in one of the episodes.
That is probably one of my favorites. It's pretty funny.
So you look concerned.
Oh,
How was that?
She's actually a good driver. I'm a horrible teacher.
She is. And then the other day we were in the car and she was like looking down at the directions and she looks up and she starts screaming and I was like, what's wrong? And I was driving and I panicked. She said, I thought you were barreling into the car. The car was like 20 feet in front of us.
I'm a terrible teacher.
Oh, you're having fun. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live one more time. We wanted to know what you thought of Bachelorette Rachel's pick on the season finale.
Katrina says, when you know, just go for it, I say.
Okay, Sophia says, I liked Peter, but there isn't anything about Bryan that I can hold against him. She wanted a ring, and it's her life, so ...
Yeah, no, again, at the end like that, it's just a matter of like, it's just literally like this nitpicky
Yeah.
thing. Irene says, I like Peter too, but he's too confused.
Okay. Mary Ellen says, congrats to Rachel and Bryan. I'm so happy for them. And Carly says, Rachel, you pick whomever you want. I know all about haters. Race never mattered to me ever. My entire family and circle is multiracial. I chose love.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's a great attitude.
Great.
April says she made the right decision for her. Bless them instead of cutting them down. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Good for them. We hope the best for those two, and we can't wait to hear more
Want them
from
to be
them.
happy. Everyone to be happy.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We sit down with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson for their new movie, The Hitman's Bodyguard. Plus, we have the cutest moments from Today Show host Hoda Kotb's baby, Haley Joy.
Thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Dance Mom stars Christy and Chloe Lukasiak. Enjoy.
Hey, I'm Chloe Lukasiak.
And I'm Christy Lukasiak.
And this is one last thing. My last girls' night. Last night, we went to Beauty in Essex with my mom and my friend Brittany, and it was really fun.
I was going to say my last girls' night was Friday night. I went to happy hour with two of my old sorority sisters. That was fun.
The last song that was stuck in my head, Despacito.
I can't say mine because mine's inappropriate. Sorry. And the last time I laughed so hard I cried.
Okay, we were playing.
You!
We had family game night and we were playing phase 10 and I got a perfect set of cards and I laid them down in the first round and I was so happy.
The rest of us.
Yeah, I was so happy I literally started crying. It was
true.
really sad.
It was a little shameful that she cried over that.
It was, but it was a great moment.
Yeah, and you won.
I did win.
You beat us.
First time
Beat
in
us
a
all.
long time.